Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ashish and in this playlist we are going to talk about different Matlab simulation for different battery charging schemes, right? So in the last class we have talked about Matlab simulation for constant voltage mode. Okay, we have learned how we can tune its controller and what are the different blocks available when we do the simulation for constant voltage mode, and we have done the simulation and we have shown the result, right? Now we will talk about the Matlab simulation for constant current mode. So here we will do the simulation for constant current mode. So firstly we will see what is the block diagram and all, and then what parameter for PI controller I generally prefer, that I will tell you. Okay, people may use some different parameter, that is okay. With this parameter they will get the output, but what parameter I use for the constant current mode, you can also refer the same so to do your simulation. Okay, so let's get started. So what is the block diagram? So same kind of block diagram I have. So I have my buck converter, I have the two switches, I have my VG DC supply voltage, then I have my RL and L, okay, inductance and some parasitic resistance I have added just to make the circuit realistic and practical. And this is the capacitance value, and I have battery. What parameter I will get from the battery? From battery I will come to know what is the state of charge of battery, okay, what is the battery terminal voltage and what is my battery current, right? So this thing we have seen in the last video. Now what is the control block diagram? So I current reference, so this I out is in this direction and my I battery should be like this in upward direction. Okay, so this thing you should keep in your mind. So that is why I am going to give I out constant reference current, I am going to give some constant value, and then I am giving my feedback I out. Okay, so feedback I out I am going to give it here. So I out is basically my minus of I battery. Then I will use one PI controller block, and how to tune this I will show you in the next slide. What basically values, range of value we can select when we do the constant current simulation. And then I have my PWM generator, and from this PWM generator I will generate the two pulses which I am going to give to my two switches, right? So this is the control block diagram, very simple control logic, right? Now I will go next, and I will tell you that what value we can do. So typical controller parameter, what should I should take? So proportional gain. So KP value, it should be moderate to high. A higher KP value help the controller response quickly to change in current demand and ensure the faster convergence to the desired current. So you have seen in the last video that I have told you that a proportional gain KP should be less value, and here in constant current mode I am telling that it should be moderate to high. So though both are opposite, right? Then integral gain, so my Ki, what is the value of the Ki I should take for my constant current mode? So lower than in the constant voltage mode to avoid excessive overshoot or oscillation in the current control. A low Ki ensure the stable current regulation. Okay, so what I am saying here, that integral gain Ki you should take less value. But what I have said, when I have done the simulation for constant voltage mode, I have told you that you should take higher value. Okay, so here also both are opposite in nature. So these two things you keep in your mind. So here when you do the simulation for constant current mode, KP value is moderate to high and integral gain is lower. Okay, so derivative gain I am generally keep it as 0, right? I will make one video where I will tell you that what is the impact of KP, Ki and KD. What is the impact of KD? Why generally we will make KD as 0? What it should be do? What it can do? Okay, if we have a KD in our controller, what effect it can do? That is why we are avoiding always KD. So when I will going to make one video, you comment out that sir, please, if you have time. So what I am saying that you learn this concept of proportional gain, integral gain and derivative gain, and I will make one video on which on this same topic, okay, where I will explain that what is the effect of derivative gain and why we generally avoid it. Okay, so you comment out if you want to know about this. So next thing, what typical value we should take for our controller parameter. So kp value you can choose from 0.1 to 0.5, and ki value you can choose it from 0.01 to 0.1. Okay, so generally I prefer this value, but you can choose any value. But if you want to follow me when you do the simulation for constant current, constant voltage, constant current, constant voltage mode, you can go with these values. Okay, no issue, you will get a proper result. Okay, so you can use this value. Now I will go to the script file where I will show you the parameter for my simulation. So this is just my script file for the constant current MATLAB simulation. So I have again the same script file I am using here. My VDC is again 400 volt. My switching frequency is 65 kilohertz. My battery 72 volt and 106 ampere hour rated capacity battery I am taking. Again, I am taking my state of charge 85%. So I am assuming that my battery is initially charged to 85%. Now after that I have to charge my battery using the constant current mode. Then I have considered some ripple for battery current and battery voltage, and based on that I have come up with this L and C value. Okay. Now I will take you to the Matlab file where I will run the simulation, and we will see that how this will work and what are the result we are getting. So here we are in the constant current Matlab simulation file, the same circuit which I have told you, that is only I have drawn here. Okay, you are familiar with this if you have watched my previous video. Only the control block diagram I have changed, that I am going to use my constant current reference of 90 ampere, and I naught I will take it as feedback from here. Okay, and then my PI controller, what value of the PI controller I have taken, you just see it once. So I have taken the same 0.5 value and 0.01 value. You can use PI value higher and Ki and I value lower. Okay, so that is the theory I have told you. Now the same thing, L value, C value is coming from the script file, and just a small parasitic resistance I have added of 0.05 ohm. Then my capacitance of 0.02 farad. Okay, and my battery, again the parameters are coming from a script file. I will just open it. I have told you in the previous class that what are the different things available when I have a battery, right? Nominal battery voltage, rated capacity, percentage initial state of charge, so 85% I have considered, and then how these discharge parameter are calculated, those things I have discussed with you in the last class, right? So now and these are the different thing I am going to see. So I will plot this thing, SOC, battery, V battery, I naught, and these are my display value. So I will run the simulation for you, and then I will show you the result. So I have simulated the MATLAB simulation for you for 10 seconds, and now I will, you can see here that SOC goes to 85.23% after simulation, battery voltage something, and what is my requirement, that battery current should be constant, so it is nearby 90 ampere which I have set, right? I battery and I naught are opposite, you know, I battery is equal to minus of I naught. So you always remember one thing, that ripple in the voltage is always less and ripple in the current is always high. Okay, you remember this thing. Now what I am going to show you, I will show you the result. So just go in the result for file. So I have just zoomed the result for you so that you can see it. So you will see it here, then from 0 second to 10 second the simulation is there. So my state of charge is increasing in nature, right? My battery current, you can see that it is fluctuating from 89 to 91 near me. So that fluctuation is always there. In current there is always more fluctuation as compared to voltage. So this battery current is constant. Now you can see, sir, battery voltage is also constant I am seeing here, but no, it is not constant. I will zoom it so that you can see it. Okay, so I will just zoom it once for you so that you can easily see it. So you can see it here that it is increasing in nature, you see it. Okay, wait, so you can see here that the battery current is increasing. Okay, it is very slowly it will increase. So you can see it that it is increasing, increasing, increasing and increasing, but my current is constant. So this is the thing we have learned in the theory, that in constant current mode battery current is constant and my battery voltage is gradually increasing, okay, and it is increasing, and we have seen it in the waveform, right? So this is about the result, and the same MATLAB simulation you can try by your own with some different parameter value. So with this I will conclude this lecture. This is again very small and interesting lecture. So you just familiar with how to tune the controller and what is the how using the buck converter we can implement the constant current mode. So thanks for watching, and in the next class we will simulate the constant current constant voltage mode, and there we will see that how why we always say that constant current mode is a faster charge and constant voltage mode is very little bit slow charge, okay. So that thing I will show you practically, okay, in the next class. So till this point this is for this lecture. So thanks for watching. If you have any comment, please comment it down. If you have any feedback suggestion for me, just give it to me so that I can improve, and you can share with your friends so that everyone will get benefited. So with this, thanks for watching. I will conclude.